Hey, what's up guys? It's Vegas Jimmy here. I am being accompanied tonight by my lovely bride, the lovely Miss Lola.
Hello everyone.
And tonight we were actually at the opening of the new Tiki Bar in Las Vegas called the Golden Monkey Tiki Lounge. Right now, we're actually in our bar called the Smoking Monkey Tiki Lounge. So,
Not to be confused.
Not to be confused.
We smoke. They're golden.
They're golden. That's
it's very
fine.
Confusing. It's a thing.
You know, but we've been around here a little bit longer. We're not open to the public, so I'm not too worried about it. Anyways, so of course I know this channel usually is about me riding the motorcycle out or kind of seeing some stuff that's off the beaten path here in Las Vegas, and we're not doing that tonight. I'm a big tiki nerd. So anytime that we hear about anything tiki related in town, we tend to, go check it out. And since we got the channel, this is our opportunity to, include you guys in on and give you our take as far as our opinion and what we think about it. And this is our opinion, I'll be really curious what everybody else thinks about it, and give us your thoughts in the comments below. But anyways. So we're actually filming it here because when we got there, the music was really loud. And
Indeed.
So two things. One, we'd be getting busted by the YouTube police for using copyrighted.
Copyright violations.
We would.
Left and right. Yeah,
and then
for
two,
sure.
we'd be screaming into the microphone to try to get you to hear what we were talking. So, so I guess, yeah, let's kind of just talk about that as far as like the overall vibe. Walking into it, what our first impressions were, and what it is. So people know, it's at Resorts World, which is one of the newer casinos that's in Las Vegas on the Strip, on the north side of the Strip. So you're actually kind of far and away from Bellagio, Caesars. It's on the north end. That end's starting to kind of build up a little bit. But the Resorts World's been there for 2 years now, maybe a year and a half, something like that. So you are on the Strip, you are inside of a casino, walking in. What was your first impressions walking into it?
Well, it's beautiful. It's very nice. I kept saying, to me the decor and the vibe was modern tiki tropical. It wasn't really bamboo and, mysterious masks everywhere and what you would think of as a traditional tiki bar, like our own home bar. It was more modern. It was more sleek. But really, the first thing, as beautiful as it was, really what I noticed as soon as I walked in was how loud it was.
Yeah, it's true.
It was
almost
incredibly loud.
It was really loud, and it was like, right away I could tell, like, okay, I don't even know why I brought the microphone, because we're not going to be able to...
The music was blasting,
yeah.
And it wasn't lounge music or tropical music or...
No, I think...
what you would find traditionally in a bar.
During the time we were there, definitely heard pop country. Now, I'm not a country guy, so I couldn't tell you one,
There was pop music, there was country music,
I heard 311. So there was
hear some 90s throwback music. It was more just like party music.
Yeah, there was some bossa nova.
There was one, I heard a bossa nova song.
I think there may have been a reggae song, maybe.
Yes.
Maybe.
So it was quite a mix of party music.
But it was all over the
genres.
place. So it's one of those, so musically, if you're trying to set a mood, that mood was chaos. That's about the best I can say. Is it was just it was just chaotic. Mm-hmm. As far as the vibe of the music and stuff. So for me, as far as like look wise, I agree with everything that Lola's saying, is that it's very modern, very clean looking tiki, which it's in a casino, so I guess you kind of look back to the days of the original Don's or Trader Vic's, where those were more supper club, higher end.
Yeah.
Now here's the thing is, I think they said something on the website about no flip-flops, or I don't know, something to that.
There is a dress code, so no baseball hats, flip-flop, the normal, don't wear beach gear there.
But I didn't get that vibe. I mean, I think you could walk in with, they're not going to turn you away. I didn't get the vibe that they're turning you away if you're wearing shorts and t-shirt.
No.
I didn't get that vibe at all. So what it says on there versus what they're enforcing, I think, are two different things. So I could be wrong. If you try to show up in flip flops, they kick you out. Say, Vegas Jimmy said I could show up, but W who? But anyway, so yeah, so my take on decor was very similar to what I see as far as Hula's Modern Tiki down in Arizona. If anybody's been to that location before, it just has that very clean look with little hints of tiki all over the place. Yeah, I mean, overall, I thought it's enough decor-wise to give you like, okay,
it was very nice.
This is a tiki.
It's almost like club feeling.
Yeah, this is a tiki club. This is a tiki.
It's Las Vegas. It's a Las Vegas. What you would think of as a tiki tropical modern in a Las Vegas casino.
In a casino.
And it's very nice. The previous space, I believe, was an Asian themed bar as well.
Yeah.
Genting Palace, I believe, was the name
Something
of it previously.
Like
so it has a lot of the basic decor structure, the interior design elements that were left behind, but it's enough of where you could certainly transform that space into a tiki space.
Yeah. So overall, it's
very beautiful.
Yeah. So I think definitely tiki wise, it's like, okay, you know you're in a tiki bar when you walk into it. So again, this was supposedly opening night. Not supposedly, it is opening night. I guess they did a soft open last night, but tonight was what they were advertising as their official first day open. So one thing I noticed right away is a lot of like any bar or restaurant that opens up, people are figuring out how do we use the credit card machine, what goes in this drink, what doesn't go in that drink.
Just the learning curve, rhythm.
We were sitting at our table for a bit, and there was a waitress, and I saw her go into some tables, but she didn't come to ours. And I don't know if it's just where we were sitting. I ended up going to the bar, and no big deal. Again, it's one of those where it's like, I think they're just trying to figure it out with what they're doing.
Yeah,
and what they're not
we were
doing.
kind of expecting that. It's natural with any place.
So I'm not gonna.
For there to be hiccups.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rag on them too much about that one. But then let's get into the drinks. So I did snap a picture of the drink menu, and I'll put that up here so you guys can take a look at it as I go and read off some of it. But where they've got listed Tiki Classics, one of our critiques of myself and some of our local Tiki friends here, we're always, we're kind of Mai Tai snobs, so if you can pull off a good Mai Tai, then you win a lot of points in our book. But they list their Mai Tai, they spell it Maithai, so Mai Tai, so almost like Thailand. Now, the ingredients that they show for this one is Mount Gay Eclipse, Gifford Orgeat, Thai basil syrup, and lime. So I think the Thai basil syrup is where they're getting
they're simple,
the Thai from.
Yeah, for sure. It's the basil element in it.
Yeah, so, is it probably good? It's probably fine. We didn't try that.
We didn't order it, and it's clearly their twist on traditional tiki drinks.
A true Mai Tai. And they've got the 3 dots in the dash. They've got a Saturn, a Scorpion. Now, Lola, you got the Rum Runner.
I did.
Which it has the B word. They use Bacardi Superior, but they also use Hamilton Navy Strength rum, banana liqueur, blackberry liqueur, pineapple, lime, pomegranate, grenadine. What was your thoughts on your drink, on the Rum Runner?
I liked it. It was very alcohol forward and very rum forward. I got a taste of rum right away. It's a pretty strong drink, but it was sweet. The orgeat, or not the orgeat, but the
Grenadine.
The grenadine. You can edit that or whatever. The grenadine was super sweet, so I don't know if it's a mix, if it's the dreaded red sugar syrup, or what it was, but it definitely was super sweet. It was like more of a bright red. Nothing hateful. It wasn't like I was drinking Kool-Aid or anything. Definitely tasted the rum. It was a good, solid, strong drink. I liked it. I thought it was great.
It was a good drink.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I wanted to pick something from the other side of the menu. Says Golden Monkey Specialties. So going down the list, unfortunately, one of the downsides, or something that was like a negative for me, is I saw a lot of stuff that said showed tequila, and then it's got the mezcal and the
bourbon.
Yeah, so there's stuff that you don't see as far as traditional tiki drinks, and you actually see that, and I think in a lot of newer tiki bars, because they're trying to come up with something
different
unique and just using different spirits,
different takes on the cocktails,
which is fine. But trying to stay, in the vein of tiki, I ordered what they call the one-way ticket, and the one-way ticket has Appleton 8-year rum, Hamilton Demerara rum, Chinola passion fruit liqueur, heirloom pineapple amaro, lime, pineapple, and orgeat. So right there, those ingredients, that's a solid, everything. If you were to tell me that in any other tiki bar, I'd be like, oh, that sounds really good. And
it's definitely the ingredients. It's classic ingredients.
Yeah, classic ingredients for a good tiki drink. So so I got that, and I have to say, it was really good.
It was. I had a taste of it. It tasted like something we would make right here in the Smoking Monkey.
Yeah.
Something we'd make at home. Just a good, solid, strong, solid drink.
Yeah. I think it was really good. So so with that, I give them some good points with that. Now, I will say this: did I have faith in the bar staff that if I went and told them just a random tiki drink, that they'd be able to pull it off? I don't think so, and that's not a knock on them. I think that these are good bartenders that are trained to prepare what's on the menu. But I'm pretty sure if I told them, hey, make me a Singapore sling, they'd be over on the side trying to look up on the app or something like that, like what the ingredients are and how to actually make one. So so with that, I think you're getting the experience of bartenders that, now I could be totally wrong. If the bartenders that actually work there are watching this for some weird reason, then let me know and call my bullshit below. They're like, no, we know how to make good tiki drinks. In fact, come back, I'll make you a Singapore sling. Then I will see you. And I
challenge you.
I challenge you. I will come back and
the Singapore sling challenge
and taste your Singapore sling.
That's right.
But now, with that said, super nice staff. They were all very friendly, and everybody was really accommodating. It was really nice. Even the waitress, she ended up eventually coming by and checking in on us, and she was super nice and stuff. So with that, staff is really nice, and there's good people there. So drink wise, I have to say it was pretty good.
It's solid.
I saw up on the shelf, I saw Smith and Cross. Again, they have the different Hamiltons.
Right.
Appleton, obviously. I saw some plantation rum there as well. So they've got the good rums that tiki nerds like us like to drink. So they do have them there. So it's not all Bacardi rum based stuff. I think anybody that got that impression, you need to take another look, because they definitely do have some good rums there.
Yeah.
Cost wise, you're anywhere from most of these drinks from $15 to $18.
$15 to $18 for a cocktail. The bowls, to me that's the bowls are kind of a different matter altogether. From what I'm seeing, there's 3 different bowls offered.
Yeah, they're anywhere from $45 to $60.
And
it serves 2 to 4 people. So I mean, in comparison to other tiki bars that are doing the bowls, we never get bowls. We just never do it. So
I mean, there's $60 fish bowl. It's called the Red Monkey. It's Tito's vodka based. Fruit liqueurs and Fever Tree sparkling grapefruit
to me, that's,
mixer.
I'm not paying $60 for that.
And
I'm sorry.
It's a $60 fish bowl. So I don't know. I mean, I always have my doubts with those. A good scorpion bowl, a classic, is one thing.
But yeah.
But again, it's Vegas. It's a Vegas tiki bar. It's a bar on the Strip.
Yeah.
I think it has a lot to do with that.
So depending who you're out here with and what group you're with, maybe by all means, you check it out and see what you think on it.
It's lovely. It's very Instagrammable.
Yeah, I think it's it's got a good look on the inside, and I think that I think if you're staying on the Strip, it's definitely somewhere that you would enjoy. So overall, we talked about the music, we talked about the decor, the tiki drinks. I mean, at the end of the day, that's kind of what makes up a tiki bar. So. Scale of 1 to 10. What's your opinion on it?
I would give it a solid 6.5, 7.
I'm there with you. About probably 6.5.
Yeah. For the tiki nerds and all of us in the tiki nerd world, you know, is it a Frankie's or a Golden Tiki? No, it's not a tiki bar in that sense of the word.
No.
Is it a traditional tiki bar like what you would see at one of our home bars or Tiki Tea or any of the old school bars? Absolutely not.
No.
It's modern tiki. It's kind of more intended for the general public, not necessarily intended for us.
Yeah.
As the audience. But with that said, it is worth checking out.
Yeah, I think definitely if you're in Vegas, check it out and leave in the comments below what your opinions were on it. I'd be really curious just to see what everybody else's take is. Again, you're going to get the extremes as far as people that are just so particular about what's tiki and what's not tiki.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you know, I just like a good drink and a good vibe and stuff like that. So now, I'll put links in the description below as far as the website for the Golden Monkey. Another tip that I have, if you're going, download the Resorts World app because you get free parking. So it saves you about $10. So if you are driving there, be sure to download the app and it'll save you a little bit of money on the parking. The other thing is, if you happen to be there, they don't serve any food. But just outside of, in the casino area, it's we've actually been there a few times now. It's called Famous Street Foods. And they have a lot of famous street foods from Singapore, Malaysia, the Philippines. It's all Asian-centric as far as the little street food stands that they have. But it's a kind of neat little area, and, you know, depending on what size group you're with, everybody can kind of order something a little different. We've done that when my sister came out to visit, and we all were kind of picking on each other's plate and just trying different things. So
it's a great opportunity to try a lot of different Asian cuisines from
Yeah.
around the world, and the food is all delicious. We've had everything from barbecue to noodles to rice dishes.
It was really good.
It's excellent. It's highly recommended. It's a great way. The food is priced reasonably.
Yeah.
Very reasonably.
I'd say everything's between $15 to $20.
To $20
something like
person.
that. So it makes for a, you know, again, this is Vegas prices. So for Vegas Strip, that's actually pretty reasonable.
It's very reasonable. It's a great way to spend an evening. You know, have dinner, have a couple drinks over at the Golden Monkey, and just kind of walk around. Resorts World has a lot of great art installations all over the property, so it's a great way to hang out. And free parking if you download the app.
So just something different to do.
But,
you know, so overall, my opinion on it, go check it out. It's again, it's, you know, it's not like our staples as far as Frankie's and, you know, Golden Tiki. You know, if you've never been to Vegas before, just know that we have Frankie's, Golden Tiki, Red Dwarf, Tiki d'Amore, and what I would say rivals as far as drink quality is Starboard Tack. You know, it's one of our favorite local. It's tiki adjacent. It's probably more nautical.
It's nautical.
It's nautical. Bar. There's probably, this is the one that you would walk in. There's not one tiki that's inside there.
No.
It's a nautical bar, but it's a rum bar. And if you get CJ, ask him to make you a tiki drink, and he'll kill it. They have great Polynesian bar food. So maybe we should do another little video on Starboard Tack one of these nights or something like that.
Yeah, it's a hidden gem. It's one of our favorite neighborhood bars, and can't say enough good things about those guys. But for a future time.
Future time. So if you got this far, please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And I promise on the next upcoming videos, I'll be doing more of my traditional off the beaten path, which is off of the strip. Because enough people do stuff of, you know, these videos on the strip. So be sure to follow us. I'll ride my motorcycle out to some cool things out in the desert and show you some of the other weird stuff that's out and about around Las Vegas and southern Nevada. So again, everybody, really appreciate your time. I'm Vegas Jimmy.
And I'm Lola.
And thank you for watching. Mahalo.
Bye.